We've got Women for First. It is February 22nd, 2021. I know you're just going to love this. So we've got a lot of points of light in this magazine. So that tells you something right off the bat. Okay. The Feel Good File. Now, this is what's amazing to me, is when they spend a lot of time on the upcoming holiday. Okay? We're just going to put this down because you all can hear me and we don't need it right now and everything's going to fall to the floor anyway. Okay, Candy Kiss Treats. Bliss in every bite. Valentine's Day is a perfect day to share adorable treats with loved ones, says Charles Goulat. I have no idea what his last name is. First associate food editor. So this week I decided to surprise everyone with these easy box mix cupcakes from scratch frosting. First I prepare one 15.25 ounce box of strawberry cake mix with 3 eggs, 1 cup of water, a half a cup of oil according to the package directions. Bake in the Valentine Heart baking cups. Next I beat in 1 1/2 butter until smooth. My eyes are bothering me. That's not good. Beat in 3 cups of marshmallow fluff. Add 3 cups of confectioner sugar. Then stir in 2 teaspoons of red food coloring. I pipe the pink frosting onto the cupcakes. Top with heart-shaped candies. They're always light, fruity, and always win smiles. That is kind of cute. You got to admit that. Okay, crafting up smiles with sweet tea sachets. For me, Valentine's Day is an excuse to gift my family near and far with little surprises, says Lauren Blum, first associate editor. This year I'm sending out super cute tea sachets. To make, I cut cheesecloth into squares with loose leaf tea and tie with baker's twine and then ribbon. To enjoy, remove the ribbon, steep the sachet, and sip. That's unique. Okay, they got a cute little picture here. It says, spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier, Mother Teresa. Isn't that cute? Okay. Genius Find, the brunch lover's best friend. Sunday mornings call for homemade brunch, and I'm always looking for ideas to make it special, says Melissa DeGassi, the first senior editor. So I flip for these silicone heart-shaped cooking rings. Just crack an egg or pour a pancake batter into each and cook. It's a fun way to show your love. And the rings are only $11 at Walmart.com. Okay. We're going to look at this phone-friendly thing here. It says, snap a pic and share with a friend. There are far better things ahead than we leave behind, from C.S. Lewis. Okay. We're going to unpaper clip these now very carefully because we don't want to injure the magazine. There's a couple of, well, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things on this next page here that we're going to read. How to prolong a phone battery. Need to use your GPS for directions but forgot to charge your phone before heading out? These first reader hacks ensure your battery lasts. 56% love this idea. Screenshot the turn-by-turn instructions, says Helen Cho. Reference a photo requires less battery power. 44% love this idea. Input your destination, then turn the phone on airplane mode to turn off the battery draining apps, says Mila King. Now here's a reader tip. Warm up your hands fast. No matter how insulated my gloves are, my hands still freeze on cold winter days. My nurse, who's a sister, advice says swing my arms in wide circles 10 times per side, then repeat in the reverse direction. She said the motion sends warming blood flow into your hands, fingers for toasty in seconds. By Kay Breen from Fargo, North Dakota. It says the surprising key to calm. Days of juggling competing demands can leave you feeling frazzled and unfocused. The fun fix, reaching for a favorite book to either reread. University of Buffalo researchers say revisiting a beloved book prompts the brain to release 47% more oxytocin, a mood-elevating hormone so calming it will even lower your blood pressure. Banish a flaky scalp for less. To nix dandruff for pennies, mix 2 crushed aspirins with a dollop of regular shampoo. Massage your scalp. Let it set for 3 minutes. Rinse. Aspirin salicylic acid, which is a key ingredient in dandruff shampoo, exfoliates your skin and stimulates the skin cells turnover and eliminates flakes for a healthier scalp. Money, $6 on dandruff shampoo. That's how much you're going to save. Now it says if you have an old wallet lying around, this is the perfect organizers for coupons and even gift cards. But honestly, whoever lets a gift card sit around is horrible. Although I have no room to talk. I actually have one gift card that has been sitting around for a while and it needs to be used. Just saying. Okay, I marked this next page because I liked this hairstyle. It's long hair. Go for long, big, bouncy curls. And I'm probably going to take a picture of this with my phone. It's Mandy Moore. And look at her hairstyle. Isn't that just wonderful? Anyway, it says, the weight of the shoulder skimming strands can pull your hair down and it'll look flat. But infusing the hair with oversized cascading curls give it an airy, lightweight feel while creating visual depth so it appears fuller, all the while imparting a touch of old Hollywood glamour. To do, you want to lightly tease your hair at the roots to give it some lift, then wrap 2-inch sections of the hair around a 2-inch curling iron. Once hair is curled and cooled, comb with your fingers. I think that's cool. Okay, moving forward. Cozy up with cocoa slimmers. Now the other day we had National Hot Cocoa Day, so really we should have done this the other day and I apologize. But it says cocoa speeds weight loss. There for a while I was drinking hot cocoa like it was going out of style. Maybe I need to go back to it. I probably will this weekend. This decadent daylights are packed with powerful polyphenols that help you look and feel your best. Cocoa speeds weight loss. Now listen up to this. It blocks fat storage. Polyphenols, which is in cocoa powder, help reduce the absorption of carbohydrates and fat into the bloodstream. In fact, in a study at Penn State University, subjects on a high-fat diet who took cocoa extracts gained up to 72% less weight than those who didn't consume the sweet add-in. Now, it boosts your metabolism. Cocoa-filled drinks deliver plant compounds that activate your body's processing of burning calories for heat, effortlessly boosting the metabolism by 11%. The payoff, the University of California, San Diego research has found that folks who enjoyed cocoa 5 days a week weighed up to 7 pounds less than those who didn't indulge. It steadies your blood sugar. Sipping a sweet hot cocoa can cut your risk of developing diabetes in half. According to the study in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry, the catechins, I have no idea what that is, in cocoa improve your pancreas' ability to produce blood sugar, regulate insulin, effects that improve subjects' blood sugar control by 14% in just 24 hours. Okay? Now they give some nice ideas here for cocoa, like the peanut butter cocoa bliss. It's a half cup of almond milk, 2 pounds of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon, or 2 pounds, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, sorry about that, 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, 2 teaspoons of honey. In your mug, you're going to whisk all the ingredients, microwave for 1 to 2 minutes, garnish as desired, makes 1 serving. Your calories is 183. It's 6 grams of protein, 22 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fibers, 13 grams of sugar, 0 cholesterol, 161 sodium. Your total fat, 11 grams, saturated fat, 3 grams, and no trans fat. Your bonus healthy fats and peanut butter reduce the brain fog by 41%. Now that's pretty good right there. Okay, your next hot cocoa. Coffee cocoa contentment. Now you're going to take a half a cup of milk, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of instant ground coffee, 1/8 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Now in a mug, you're going to whisk the first 4 ingredients. Microwave this thing until hot, which is 1 to 2 minutes. Sprinkle with cinnamon, garnish as desired, makes 1 serving. Your per serving is 133 in calories. Your 6 grams of protein, 21 grams of carb, fiber 4 grams, sugar 14 grams, cholesterol 12 milligrams, sodium 55 milligrams, total fat 5 grams, saturated fat 3 grams, trans fat 0. The bonus aroma of cinnamon slashes anxiety by 25%. Now there's your coffee one. Okay. Now if you're wanting, wait a minute, did I do that right? Yeah, I did, because this next one is coconut chai surprise. A half a cup of unsweetened cocoa milk, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. My boys are acting up tonight. I apologize. Here, Sammy, my hand's right here. Come here. Come here. 2 teaspoons of turbinado sugar. He got on the bed anyway. 1/8 teaspoon of chai spice. 1/8 teaspoon of vanilla extract. In a mug, whisk together all ingredients. Microwave until hot, 1 to 2 minutes. Stir, garnished as desired. Makes 1 serving. Now your per serving, 286 calories, 4 grams of protein, 19 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fiber, 9 grams of sugar, cholesterol 0, sodium 17 milligrams, total fat 26 milligrams, saturated fat 22 grams, trans fat 0. Your bonus, the MCFAs in coconut milk boosts satiety for 4 hours. And there that is. Okay, moving forward. I saw this. I'd like to try it, but I don't think my family would ever go for it. BBQ Beef Pot Roast with pearl onions. Active time is 20 minutes. Total time is 10.5 hours. Serves 12 people. Dinner practically prepares itself when you simmer beef to meltingly tender perfection with pearl onions and honey barbecue sauce in a slow cooker. Now, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 4 pounds of beef bottom round roast, 1 tablespoon of oil, 1 14.4 ounce of packaged frozen pearl onions, 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce, 2 tablespoons of honey, and it says optional fresh cilantro leaves. I probably would leave the cilantro off of it because you don't need that. 1 mix your chili powder, 1.5 tablespoons of salt. Rub over the beef in a 12-inch nonstick skillet. Heat over the medium-high heat. Add beef to the skillet. Cook, turning until browned on all sides, about 5 minutes. Now you're going to remove it. Pour off any fat from the skillet over the low heat. Stir in your 1/2 cup of water, scraping up by the brown bits. Place 6 onions in the 6-quart slow cooker. Top with the beef. Pour pan juices onto the skillet over the beef. In the skillet, mix your barbecue sauce and honey. Spread over the beef. Cover, cook on low until tender, which takes 8 to 10 hours. Okay. Transfer the beef from the slow cooker to the serving platter. Using the slotted spoon, transfer the onions to the platter. Skim the fat from the juices. Serve with the juices with the beef, if desired. Sprinkle with the cilantro. You don't need the cilantro, forget that. Your serving is 272 for the calories. Your protein is 33. Your carb is 11. Your fiber is 1 gram. Sugars is 8 grams. Cholesterol 92 milligrams. Sodium 284 milligrams. Total fat 10 grams. Saturated 3. Trans 0. And here's an easy variation. Like it sweet and spicy, add a pinch of cayenne pepper to the chili powder rub and stir Tabasco sauce to taste into the honey barbecue sauce into the mixture. Now, they have sweet potatoes with orange zest. Now that sounds interesting. Don't know if I want to try it. Sounds interesting. It says the active time is 25 minutes. Your total time is 40 minutes. It's going to serve 6 people. And it serves the classic healthy spin with citrus zest and a kiss of butter. 2 pounds of sweet potatoes peeled and cut into 2-inch pieces. 1/4 cup of 1% low-fat milk warmed, 2 tablespoons of butter, 1½ teaspoon of dried thyme, 1 teaspoon of grated orange zest. Fresh thyme, sprigs, and orange slices is optional. You could probably leave that off and be fine. In a pot, combine the potatoes enough with water to cover over high heat. Bring it to a boil. Reduce the heat to medium. Cook until tender when pierced with a fork, which takes 10 to 15 minutes. Now, it's only a 2-step process, which I'm loving that. Drain your potatoes, return to the pot, mash, stir in the milk, butter 3/4 teaspoon salt, dried thyme, and 1/4 teaspoon pepper until smooth. Stir in the zest. Transfer to the serving bowl. If desired, garnish with the thyme sprigs and orange slices. Your per serving calorie is 129. Your protein is 2 grams, carbs 22 grams, fiber 3 grams, sugar 7 grams, cholesterol 11 milligrams, sodium 358 milligrams, total fat 4 grams, saturated fat 3 grams, and 0 on the trans fat. Here is the barbecue. Doesn't that just look delicious? And here's the recipe. Okay, now I'm going to show you the mashed sweet potatoes with orange zest. Something about that just makes you think that you're out there on the farm. You just went out and got your sweet potato and threw it in there. Anyway, moving forward. Oh, here we go. Get ready for extra kisses. Yeah, right. Okay. They got herb slow cooker chicken, which I'm not going to share that with you. If you wanted to go get this magazine and cook it, more power to you. Cherub's Choice of Mini Mousse. I don't know, but it looks good, but it takes too much time. If you're like me, we don't have that much time, so I don't know of anybody else that has that much time. Moving forward. Oh, now this caught my attention. Sweeten the day with Heart Kiss Bliss. Apple cherry pie, homemade with love, has never been easier or more delicious. Thanks to the luscious pie, pair sweet apples and tart cherries. Your active time is 1½ hours. Your total time is 5 hours. It's going to serve 8 people. Now it says 2 1/3, 2, and they got a big 2, and then 2/3 cups all-purpose flour with a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 10 tablespoons of cold butter, 4 tablespoons shortening, chilled. Okay, I want to make sure that you know that because I got it italicized. Chilled. 3 Granny Smith apples, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, 1 12-ounce package frozen cherries. Thaw them. Very important. 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 5 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and a 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1 egg white, lightly beaten it says. Confectioner's sugar and whipped cream is optional. You're going to mix your flour and salt using pastry blender or 2 knives. Cut in butter and shortening until mixture resembles coarse crumbs. Stir in 8 to 10 tablespoons of ice water, 1 tablespoon at a time until your dough forms. Divide in half, shape into 2 discs. Wrap, chill at least 1 hour. On lightly floured surface, roll into 1 disc in a 12½ round. Fit into a 9-inch pie pan. Trim and flute the edge. Roll out the remaining dough to 1-inch thickness using your 2-inch heart cookie cutter. Cut out 30 shapes. You're going to chill it for 30 minutes. Heat your oven to 425 degrees. Peel, core, dice your apples in a bowl. Toss the apples with lemon juice. Add the cherries, granulated sugar, cornstarch, cinnamon, nutmeg. Toss until well coated. Transfer to a pie shell. Now you're going to brush your cutouts with egg white, which is you're going to arrange around the fruit. Bake until the crust starts to brown at 18 to 20 minutes. Reduce the oven temperature to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Bake pie until the fruit is tender, about 40 minutes. Cover the edge with a foil. If browning too quickly, let it cool. If desired, garnish with confectioner's sugar and whipped cream. The secret to perfectly flaky pie crust? Starting with cold butter and ice water is the key to flaky pie crusts, and sometimes the dough still comes out tough. For a bake shop beautiful crust that melt in your mouth, pastry chef use a combo of equal parts cold vodka and cold water to get the dough to come together. Water promotes the formation of gluten, a protein makes dough tough, but the ethyl in vodka inhibits it just enough so you get impressively flaky crust. And here's the pie. Okay, doesn't that look delicious? And here's the recipe that I just read to you. Okay, moving forward. Oh yes. Now these actually caught my attention. Almond brownie hearts. Enough said right there, right? It says active time is 25 minutes. Total time is 1.5 hours. You're going to serve 12 people. 12 people now. 1 18.2 package of dark chocolate fudge brownie mix. Say no more. 1/3 cup of oil. 1 egg. 1/2 cup slivered almonds, coarsely chopped. 3 cups of confectioner sugar. 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Now you're going to heat your oven to 350 degrees. Coat it the 13 by 9 inch baking pan with cooking spray. Blend that brownie mix. 1/3 cup of water, oil and egg. Stir in your almonds. You're going to spread it in a pan. Bake until the pick inserted into the center comes out clean, which is 30 to 38 minutes. You're going to cool it. Mix your sugar, cocoa, and 1/4 cup water spread over the brownies. Using 2.5 inch heart cookie cutter, you're going to cut out your shapes. Now your per serving is 214 calories. Protein 2 grams. Carbs 39 grams. Fiber 2 grams. Sugar 31 grams. Cholesterol 9 milligrams. Sodium 89 milligrams. Total fat 6 grams. Saturated fat 1 gram. Trans fat 0. Now your health bonus. Nix your heartburn with almonds. Plant fats in the nuts prevent indigestion as effectively as meds by spreading stomach emptying. Coconut cookies. Now, if Grandma was still with us, God rest her soul, she would be all about these coconut cookies. Active time 30 minutes. Your total time is 1.5 hours. Serves 22 people. You're going to take 1 16.5 package refrigerated sugar cookie dough. 2/3 cup of coconut flour. 1/2 cup of pink decorating sugar. 1/2 cup of freeze-dried raspberries. Ground. Okay, very important. You got to ground those puppies. Heat oven to 350 degrees. Beat your sugar, dough, and coconut flour until blended on lightly floured surface. Roll out the dough to scant 1/2 thickness. Now using 2 1/2 heart-shaped cookie cutter, cut out your shapes. Re-rolling the scraps as necessary. Place 1 inch apart on the ungreased baking sheet. Bake until the edges are golden, which is 15 to 20 minutes. You're going to mix your pink decorating sugar and ground raspberries now. Sprinkle over the hot cookies. Let it cool. Now, per serving, 123 calories. 1 gram of protein. 20 carbs, 1 gram of fiber, 13 grams of sugar, 3 grams of cholesterol, 60 milligrams of sodium. Total fat 4 grams, saturated fat 2 grams, trans fat 0. Health bonus, now you can ease congestion with coconut flour. The flour is packed with lauric acid, which clears your sinuses in 48 hours and speeds recovery from any illness by 57%. And I'm going to show you the almond heart brownies. Right there. Look at those beautiful almond heart brownies. And then we have the coconut cookies. Awesome. Moving forward. This magazine is so packed with so many great things. Okay. I did find this interesting. A to-go coffee cup with a small slit gets you a simple tissue holder. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Okay. They have some nice little other doodads in there that you can read when you pick up this magazine because you won't regret it. Life Made Easy. It's 10 things that you can do with cornstarch. Some of them I had no clue. Now the first thing, you're going to untangle pesky jewelry knots. God, you go to put on your favorite necklace, but find it's all tangled up in stubborn knots in your jewelry box. The easy save, you're going to sprinkle the knots with cornstarch, then use tweezers to gently pull them apart. Brush away any excess powder. The slippery cornstarch particles act as a lubricant, so you can easily pull the knots apart and wear your beautiful necklace again. Uncover radiant skin for pennies. Reveal your stunning complexion with an ingredient face mask. Now to do this, you need 1 teaspoon of cornstarch with 1 egg white, and you're going to beat until it's thickened, okay? You're going to rub your face and let it sit for 15 minutes. Then you're going to rinse it off. Cornstarch will draw the oils and the dirt out of your pores with the astringent egg white, which will shrink for beautiful skin. You're going to ward off blisters from new shoes. Now, in winter boots or new sneakers are causing you painful hot spots on your feet, try this. Rub cornstarch on your feet where the shoes are rubbing before slipping them on. The powder will help absorb perspiration that would otherwise cause uncomfortable friction between the skin and the inside of your shoe. You'll be able to wear the pain freedom every time. Now you're going to smudge proof your furniture. Lately you've been noticing stubborn fingerprints on your coffee table after polishing it. The likely culprit, oil residue from the product. To help prevent this nuisance, sprinkle cornstarch on the surface and buff it with a soft cloth right after polishing. The cornstarch will absorb the leftover oil, make smudges and dust more noticeable. Problem solved. You can give a dog a quick bath. Your pup has been looking and smelling less than fresh, but it's too cold to give him a full bath. The fix? Rub 1/2 cup of cornstarch into his fur, less for smaller dogs. Then use a brush to work it in. The kitchen staple will act like a dry shampoo to soak up the oils and the odor from his fur. You're going to guarantee stiff whipped cream. For homemade whipped cream that keeps it in shape, whip your heavy cream into soft peaks. Then add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch for every cup of cream used and beat until the peaks are firm. Cornstarch will stabilize the proteins in the cream, so the end result is that they stand tall. And there's the first 6 steps. Okay, number 7, 8, and 9, and 10. To easily roll out your cookie dough. You're ready to start making your cookies Valentine's Day, and the dough keeps sticking to the rolling pin. What can help? Dust your cutting board and rolling pin with cornstarch instead of flour. The silky powder absorbs the moisture and oils that make the dough sticky, so rolling it out will be a cinch. And since cornstarch is gluten-free, it won't make the dough heavy or tough. Rescue a musty book. You were thrilled to find a box of your mother's favorite books tucked away in the basement. The only problem, after years in storage, the classics have taken on a musty smell. To deodorize them, fan out the pages and lightly sprinkle cornstarch. Let it sit overnight, then use an old blush brush on your hands to brush the pages clean. The absorbent granules will take the odor-causing dampness out of the paper. Stop a nick from bleeding. Ouch, that's shaving in the shower. You cut your ankle with your razor. Put a quick stop to bleeding by dusting a bit of cornstarch over the cut. Leave the powder on for 5 minutes, then rinse off with water. The absorbent cornstarch granules will cling to the nick, soaking up moisture and promoting clotting. Make pillows look new again. The throw pillows on your couch are looking a bit lackluster, but you can't toss them in the wash. Refresh them. Instead of placing them in a large trash bag with 1 cup of cornstarch and shake them for 1 minute. Then brush the pillows off and the pillow will absorb the fluffy, flattening residue on the fabric surface, while shaking will remove dust, leaving all your pillows pretty plump and pretty. And there's all the good steps to cornstarching. Okay, moving on. I thought this was nice, and anybody who's out there in love, you might want to think of this. It says, sweet signs of everlasting love. Jill Burns decided to start showing gratitude to her husband in a simple, sweet way. Little did she know her gesture would bring them both joy. Even though he knows I love him, and I know I love, and even though he knows I love him, and I know I love him, it's like feeding the fire one more log. She leaves her husband these notes everywhere, like hugs and kisses, I love you, and I love you more. So that way he gets the point. So there's your helpful tip. I would read the whole story, but I want you to pick up the book, and I want you to read this book for yourself. So make sure you do that. However, it is time for the first magazine horoscope. And I'm not tired. I'm just eye rubbing a lot. I keep telling myself that. Now, this is January 28th through February 22nd. Before I get a migraine, they do small print. I need glasses. I should be wearing them all the time, according to my eye doctor, but I don't like that. Aquarius, January 20th through February 18th. While communicator Mercury moves backward in your sign from January 30th on, you're going to revisit a project or passion project that you put on the back burner. You can give it new life. And around February 11th, you're going to tune into your heart, get clear on a long-term vision. You're going to be able to enact a pragmatic plan. For a minute there, I thought the car horn was going off. Sorry. Anyway, Gemini, May 21st through June 20th. Hone on an important skill set while Mercury is in retrograde in your 9th house of higher learning on January 29th. You'll fulfill your appetite for knowledge. On February 5th, taking a trip to experimenting with a new app broadens your horizons. Go for it. A Libra, which is September 23rd through October 22nd. You could be called artistic pursuits while Venus is in your 5th house of self-expression February on. Channeling your emotions through a creative outlet feels enlivening. Around February 8th, prioritizing time with your loved ones can set a sweet new tone for your bond. Now, if you're a Pisces, February 19th through March 20th. Around the January 28th, you may be feeling burned out. Sneaking in self-care serves you well. Then while Mercury is retrograde in your 12th house on the spirituality from January 30th on, reflect on your wants and needs. Mediation could prove out a productive tool. Cancer, that's June 21st through July 22nd. When the full moon, it falls in your 2nd house of income around February 1st, you may find a project has reached its endpoint. Celebrate that hard work. Then consider your next goal. Come February 11th, a heart-to-heart with a loved one can set you down a new healing path. My throat is really dry. Scorpio, October 23rd through November 21st. Consider a family tradition in a new light while Mercury is retrograde in your 4th house of home life come February 2nd. This can bring your new perspective to your bond. Then disagreements could arise around February 10th. Take a breath before making a move. Are you an Aries? That's March 21st through April 19th. You may crave more fun in your day-to-day around February 6th. Prioritizing creative activities feels fulfilling. Then experiment with new ways to connect with others on February 15th. A virtual book club or group volunteering opportunity could strengthen your bonds. Are you a Leo like yours truly? July 23rd through August 22nd. You'll be feeling especially sensitive come February 2nd when the full moon is in your sign. Carve out time to tend to your needs. And from February 10th on, consider joining forces with a friend on a project. Together, you're going to knock it out of the park. And a Sagittarius, which is November 22nd through December 21st. Around January 28th, your typical routine could feel mundane. Satisfy your adventurous spirit by trying to be exotic new recipe. Then it's easy to brainstorm ideas with your friends around February 11th. Letting your imagination soar can lead to an advantageous collaboration. Taurus, April 20th through May 20th. You could feel torn between your to-dos, downtime, and loved ones around January 30th. Trust your heart to light your path. Then you may be called on to take the lead on a project from February 1st on. You'll be a natural at bringing everyone together. Are you a Virgo? August 23rd through September 22nd. Come January 29th, enjoy a restful practice like aromatherapy for a reset. Then while Mercury is in your retrograde in your 6th house of wellness, around February 1st, take your health routine to the next level by sticking with good old habits, brushing up on newer practices like deep breathing. Capricorn, December 22nd through January 19th. Revise a money-making plan while Mercury is in your retrograde of your 2nd house of income from January 30th on. Getting all your ducks in a row can boost your rewards. On February 6th, you'll be itching to hit the pause button for a fun-loving activity. Trust your gut. Okay, we're moving forward. And the last page, finally. That says the Smile File from Seth Meyers. I love Seth Meyers. The one day every year that we celebrate the miracle of the same-day delivery. Seth Meyers. He is so cool. And look at this picture here. You think the gas station flowers earn you a kiss? Isn't that cute? And look at this dog picture here. Is there more? And it says the bouquet we think we want. The bouquet we really want. It shows a bunch of chocolates. Okay, and that is February 22nd, first magazine. Yay! So make sure you go out and pick it all up. You won't regret it. So until next time, I go back to work for the next 5 days. So the magazines will probably be pouring in, but I don't know if I'll be on here quite as much. We'll see what happens, but until we meet again, I want you to keep this in your 2021. Be healthy, safe, and have lots of joy, happiness, health in your life. Lots of prosperity, and may you be wealthy not only in your heart but your bank account. And God bless each and every one of you. Make sure, here we go, you're washing your hands. When you're not washing your hands, you're dumping things on the floor. You're using your hand sanitizer. And, here we go, you ready for this? That you wear your mask, okay? Stay 6 feet apart. I love each and every one of you. Till we meet again.